stopping by. Today I'm going to show you guys my basic makeup routine. It's just like an everyday thing that I do, but there's a lot of little tips and tricks in here because I've learned a lot from people in my life and other videos on YouTube, so it's just a bunch of tips and tricks meshed together into one everyday makeup routine, and I'm sure you can learn something. So first thing we're gonna do is obviously just start off with some primer. I should have done that off camera because nobody wants to see this. Oh, ew. So I'm not really gonna show you guys like any of the brands I use or anything, because usually when I'm watching makeup videos, I'm watching it for the technique and stuff. Like I'm not gonna be like they're always like, this is the concealer I'm using. I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, like wow, I'm gonna go buy that concealer right now. Like it's like, no, I'm just gonna use the drugstore one that I have at home, you know? And there's a couple of brands that I will mention because they're the ones that I think they're worth like spending a bit of money on, just like depending on who you are though. Like it's like for me, I like having full coverage foundation, so I get like a more expensive one that's better for my skin. But if you don't need that, then whatever. But for the rest of the things, you could just use whatever you have at home. I have just primed my face with some drugstore brand makeup. I'm really sorry if you can't like really see me that well and the lighting's awful. Like obviously I am not cut out to be a YouTuber. I did not. We're just gonna work with what we have here, all right? You make lemonade. So I actually started doing this thing. I was watching this one YouTuber who does this and I've tried it out and it's honestly kind of changed my life. But I started putting on my eyeliner before anything else because you touch your face so much when you're doing it. And the thing is, it's also easier when you do it first because eyeliner is obviously like the hardest part, right? So if I do the hard part first, the rest is just like, oh, okay, we're smooth sailing. So the first thing I do, I just kind of like line them first and then I add the wing, just because like when I line them first, I'm like, okay, like are they lined evenly? And then I do the wings and then to make sure it's like as even as possible, you know? So I'm just gonna do that real quick. Please do not mind my lips or my actual face. Like I don't know what it is, but right when summer ends, like my skin is like it just crumbles off my face. Like I've used so many products, I've used so many different like chapsticks, and my skin just loves to crumble away. Like that's what it likes to do, so I've just accepted it, you know, whatever. I don't care, but I'm just putting that out there. Also, guys, happy soon to be Halloween, all right? I love October so much. I'm drinking like a fall-y kind of drink. I honestly never buy Starbucks. I really wanted to have like a fall drink because I'm just so excited about Halloween. I'm wearing this Courage the Cowardly Dog shirt because, you know, that was a pretty scary show when you're a kid, and my sister got it for me, so thank you if you're watching. Also, for everyone else, if you're watching, thank you. Just thank you. Your presence is the best gift of all. Maybe not as good as this shirt. This shirt is so nice, so I wanted to wear it to be like, Happy October. Sometimes I just sing when I'm nervous, so if I do that, I'm really sorry. I mean, you're welcome. Something that my sister also taught me was that when you're putting on eyeliner, when you're doing the wing, you kind of like aim for the tail of your eyebrow, like right at the end. If they're like even enough, like, you know, if your tails are pretty even, then just aim for them both. You'll get like kind of the same sort of angle. And it also just gives me something to aim for. It gives me less anxiety when I'm putting it on because I'm like, okay, aim for over there, then swipe, and you can adjust it however you want with makeup remover later. Also, another thing I do is like, I don't know how it is with people with hooded eyes. I mean, I'm sure it would work with hooded eyes too. I don't really know, but you could see like my crease over here. I'm really sorry about the lighting, but like there's my crease, right? And usually I just try and make the wing like not touching my crease. So if it touches, it's fine, but I just feel like I try to not, like, I deliberately try to avoid it as much as I can. Like there's always going to be like a little bit that goes on it, but I'm like, try to avoid it as much as you can, you know, just to make your life a bit easier. Okay, so all right, I've done one of the wings, and now I'm just gonna do the other one. I like to draw on the wings first and then like fill them in after, just to make sure that they're like, I don't know, as even as I can get them. And I also just like, before I start this one, I like to review this one. Just take a minute to appreciate it, look at it, be like, all right, this is what we're working with. This is the image that I'm like going to try and replicate. Like just focus on it, give it a good look, become familiar with it, And then you can work on the other one. Okay, so they're not that even. They're not that even if you can see them. I really don't know if you can. I'm really sorry, but the thing I like to do is if they're not even, but they're kind of in the same angle, like if one of them's thicker than the other or whatever, like if there's something weird going on, like look at your face straight on and be like, okay, if this one is thicker, like is it thicker on the top or is it thicker on the bottom? And then go to the other one and then, you know, make it thicker on the top or the bottom just like the other one so you can match it better. So I see this one is a little bit thicker. By the top, I mean like the top of the wing, you know what I mean? Like if the wing's like this, like is it thicker like here or is it thicker here? And I think that like the top of this is a bit thicker, so I'm going to make the top of the other one thicker. Okay, so they're not completely even, but they're even enough for me, so it's fine. Also, the one eyeliner that I actually, like the one makeup product that I never will cheap out on is eyeliner because I use it all the time. And I want it to last longer, you know, like drugstore eyeliners are fine. The thing is that they run out of liquid pretty fast. So I get the Stila one, super easy to use, Stila liquid eyeliner. It's easy to use, it stays on for a while, and it lasts a long time. So, no complaints. Also, another trick I do, just if you really can't afford to get like another eyeliner, one thing I like to do with the Stila one is just get this other like drugstore brand, you know, it's a dip dye one and I hate them. I like cannot control myself when I have them, so I just get like a cheap one and then I take the Stila one and then I just like kind of like dip it in here. If you could see, like I just kind of like put it all over there, then I put the top back on the Stila one and then shake it up. And then you got some more like eyeliner left. When Corona first struck, that's what I did like all of quarantine. Like that is all I did because I didn't know when I was gonna be like getting more money or whatever. So just a little life hack for you guys. I'm just gonna fix this up a little bit more. Another eyeliner tip is do not freaking do them with your eyes closed, okay? It will look different when you open your eyes, all right? You want it to look good when your eyes are open because you're not going to be walking around like being like, hi, how are you? Like, you know, you want it to look good when your eyes are open because your eyes are usually going to be open, right? So do it with your eyes open to make sure it looks good, all right? Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the eyeliner. And look, now we're done the hard step, all right? Everything else is just like a bunch of cute little tips, all right? Now I'm just gonna put on some foundation. This is another thing I don't cheap out on because I got acne and I want something that's like full coverage but also like not terrible for my skin. There's something called Dermablend. You can get it at Shoppers Drug Mart. My dermatologist told me that it's like not the best, but it's also not like the worst. She told me what to use if I really didn't want to like get any acne. It was this one called Cover FX, but any like mineral makeup will do. Mineral makeup is basically this kind of makeup that's like the molecules of it is too big to go into your pores. So you could get Cover FX at Sephora, you could get Dermablend at Shoppers, but I usually just put on some Cover FX like everywhere, but it's not enough coverage for me, so I'll put it on everywhere and then I'll put on like a little bit of Dermablend in the spots that I'm like, I don't want you to be showing right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I use a brush to like put it on and then I feel like there's a little bit of texture that's always left, so then I just use a beauty blender and then like smooth it out, you know? So I'm just gonna do that. I'm really sorry, I don't know what that was. I feel like if there was like little demons, they would laugh like that, but like they'd be like demons that have like they'd be like little Bratz doll heads with little ugly legs. Like it would just be their heads with legs and they go like I don't know why that came into my brain, but it's spooky season, I guess, so that's why. Another thing I do is I avoid putting it like as much as I can like under my eye because I'm gonna put on some concealer there later. I don't want it to look too cakey. So like I'll put a little bit on like around my cheeks and stuff, just I don't go ham like around the under eye area when I'm applying foundation. You know what, that actually, it doesn't look too bad, but just because I wanna, I'm gonna put on some more full coverage foundation on the spots that I have pimples. Also, another good thing about this is that a little goes such a long way. Like you'll see, that's why like there's barely anything left of this, but I got it for Christmas of 2019. So that just like little goes a long way. Even though it's expensive, you're really like getting what you pay for. It's worth the money and it's it lasts a long time. So yeah. Okay, so one of the reasons why I never put on I never put on my eyeliner first is because I was like, what? Like, what about my concealer? I usually like put that on my lid and stuff. Like, how are we gonna work with that if I have eyeliner on it? And how you work with that is I don't put it on my lid anymore. I put concealer like under my eyes, and then I just like put it like above my crease here. I don't put it on my lid because I just feel like if I do like make mistakes with my eyeliner, it's easier to clean up. Like before, when I had the concealer on, I'd be like, oh shit, like I need to like use a Q-tip and like remove this. It would take off the concealer as well, and then I'd be like, oh, and then I had to put on concealer and then put on my eyeliner, and like just the cycle would continue, and it was really stressful. So it's easier for that. Also, you'll come to see you don't really need concealer like on your lid. Like you put some brightness over here and under here, like it kind of just looks like your crease has a natural like depth to it when you don't put any concealer on it. I'll show you what I mean. So I just like do little like triangles underneath my eye like this, and with concealer also a little goes a long way. I feel like no matter what concealer you're using, it's just you never stop blending. I usually don't really put it anywhere else because I feel like you can't tell, but for fun today, why don't we just put it like where normal people put it? Like I guarantee you won't be able to tell. Like maybe I just need to use a bit more product, but it's just scary to me because like blending it, it gets so hectic sometimes. I can notice it when it's on my chin though. I usually notice that. I'm not going anywhere today, guys. Like literally nowhere. But putting on makeup is a lot of fun, so I don't even care. All right, for under eye, I just like pat it on. Really get under there. Hide those dark circles, baby. Do you ever feel like no matter how much sleep you get, like they're always still there? Oh yeah, me neither. And now there's gonna be the most product on this side because I put on this side first. So I'll take some of that product and then like put it on like my crease, or above my crease, sorry. And then over here too. If there's not enough, that's all right. We'll just put on some more later. Some of it is going to get a little bit on my lid, but that's fine. We don't make mistakes here, only happy accidents. Bob Ross, may he rest in peace. You know what, that means he's a ghost this Halloween though, so happy Halloween, Bob Ross. So it's not gonna look that great because my skin is kind of crusty, like I told you. It likes to dye in this season, so it won't look that good, but if your skin is normal, it will look amazing. Another trick that I learned is that if you feel like you can still see like under your eyes, like just put a little bit here and then a little bit here, like just right next to your cute little nostrils. You like take some, like pack it on there a little bit, and then like put it on the area you think needs a little bit of work, and it'll really brighten up that area. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like my face here has really brightened up because I put some more focus here and like here, so it's like I'm awake, I got enough sleep, hi. I love how I was like hi. Anyway, so I like to, I'll take some translucent powder and just take a little bit of it, like douse your little beauty blender in there, and then put it like under my crease. I'm sure everyone knows this, but it'll stop the concealer from like piling in your creases, and I had so many problems with that in high school. And then I just like putting it on a little bit here because I don't like to see my pores, and when you do this, it's like, where did they go? And then I just take like a little bit and then put it like above my crease here. I don't like to, I don't like to put a lot of it because then it goes on the eyeliner, and that's what just happened, but it's all right. Like I'll just put on some more of it over top of it later when I'm done. But just like a little bit, and then like blend it out with your finger. Usually I just put it on with my finger, but I forgot that that's normally what I do because I haven't done my makeup in a while. All right, yeah, it looks fine just for the part where I put the powder on here, but we'll fix that later. Now I'll put on a bit of the blush. I saw this hack. You know, I don't even think it's a hack anymore. I think it's just like this trend that everyone's doing now. But you put blush. Oh, by the way, I literally like douse it in the product. Like douse it everywhere and then just do that. Just because I hate it when there's not enough product. Like it's my least favorite thing. I'm like, I literally just put the brush on you. Like give me some of your product. So I make sure that it'll give me the product. And so you apply your brush, you use your brush to apply the blush, and you don't put it on the apples of your cheeks, okay? What you're gonna do is kind of focus it like just right where like you'd normally put your highlight so that you can like lift the face a little bit. I feel like everyone's doing this now though, like one YouTuber, I don't remember her name, but she talked about it and then everyone did it, it felt like. Or maybe that was just my YouTube recommendations. And the best thing about like really dousing your brush in the blush is that like if you're like, oh, no more products coming on, you twirl it a little bit and you're like, oh, there's where the product went. And I still like putting my, like the tip of my nose, like I still love putting a shit ton of blush on it because it just looks so cute to me. Like I'm like, ankle, like warm me up. So yeah, I use a lot. If you think it looks a little clowny, use less. And then I'll put a little bit like on my jawline and chin just to make it look a bit more like cohesive and not like weird. Even though I still feel like I look like a clown, it's like I'm letting my inner self come through, you know? Expressing myself. Alright, so now that we got the cute little blush going on, we're gonna use, I don't use contour, I just use like this bronzer because I'm too scared to use contour yet. I'm not at that step of my makeup journey yet. But I just use a little bit of I just use a little bit of bronzer. I'm getting so tired of stuttering, like I don't get it. The funny thing is, I'm not even nervous today, like not anymore. I really like doing makeup, so I'm just like having fun. But the stuttering still seems to happen. Do you guys stutter all the time, or is it just me? Is it a normal thing? I don't know. But yeah, so I just like to really gently like focus it right below the blush. And then when you can like see it, that's fine. And then just put some on your jawline too, just to make yourself look like you have one. Just like a little bit. I don't even think I do it that well, but like the idea is there. Like it's like, I used to really care about doing my makeup right because I remember before when I used to judge girls all the time. Not proud of it, but I feel like everybody when they were like a girl growing up, they'd always be like, ew, like girls put on makeup, whatever. But anyway, during that stage of my life, I'd look at girls who put on makeup and when they put it on badly, I was like, oh, they look so bad. I feel so bad for them. But now I don't even care. Like, I'm like, okay, well, like if people see it and they feel that way, like it's like, I don't care because it's like, they can see I tried. And I feel like trying is better than not trying, right? Like you can always say good job for trying. You can never say good job for not trying or good job for not doing anything, you know? So good job to me. Even if I do bad, good job to me. And good job to you guys. If you guys try, I don't care what it is. If you try, good job. Oh, that drink. I think the caffeine's hitting me. That makes a lot of sense. Wow, that makes so much sense. But anyway, all right, so now that we've done all of that, we are going to curl our eyelashes. And the reason why this is great is because before, when I'd curl my eyelashes, I was usually just done doing my eyeliner. So I'd curl them, right? And then I'd see like a little bit of eyeliner on the inside of this and I'd see that it came off because it wasn't... Sorry, I thought I heard something. Is there a ghost? Halloween? Bob Ross? Anyway, so usually I would see like a little bit of eyeliner like here, but now since it's dry, that will not happen. So I usually, okay, I look up, but I tilt my head down, all right? I look up, I tilt my head down, and I feel like that usually helps me. That weird noise that I heard was just a baby crying. Bob Ross isn't haunting me. All right, so yeah, look up, tilt your head down. Squeeze it for a couple of seconds. Ow! It kind of hurts every time, but like, I'm a strong woman. I don't care. I got a high pain tolerance. Now, this is what I like to do, alright? It's a little like, I just spilled my makeup remover, but alright, so I have like a little like pool of makeup remover and I got Q-tips, okay? And then because you know foundation kind of gets everywhere, I like to like remove it off of my lips and then remove it off of my eyebrows because I don't fill in my eyebrows. If you see my lip crust, I'm sorry. I'm sorry / you're welcome, because some people might be into that. Guys, it's so much fun just talking to myself. I'm gonna be so sad when I'm done doing this. Like, can't I just do my makeup forever? Just talk to myself forever? No, I'm gonna have to go on my phone and answer people. Just kidding. I love all the people in my life. But it's nice to get some you time, you know? Honestly, I'd suggest talking to yourself while doing makeup. It's really fun. Like, pretend that you're filming a makeup tutorial. It's like way more fun than you think it would be. And it comes so, oh my god, the baby is screaming. I'm so sorry about that. We'll pretend that it's Bob Ross's ghost cheering me on. Yeah, Bob Ross! Oh my god. See, I wouldn't have laughed about that if I wasn't talking to myself, alright? It's so much fun. No, but really, I'm sorry, baby. I hope you feel better. Alright, so it just makes such a difference when I remove all the foundation out of my eyebrows. It's like, yeah, hello. I don't have grandma eyebrows. My eyebrows are black. They're thick. Hello. And I just brush them out. Oh my god, you know what I forgot? Okay, this is what we do. We put on the powder, all right? Set the face. Because I put on highlighter after I put on powder, because that way I want it to like glow as much as possible, you know? And usually I remove the foundation out of my eyebrows and lips after I'm done putting powder on, but I forgot this time. I forget a lot of the time. It happens more often than not, which is unfortunate, but maybe now that I've said it out loud, it won't happen again. All right, so then I have this lip plumper, and I just like to put it on my lips and like let it sit for a little bit to make them plump, and then I take it off because I don't like when I'm like drinking something and then like I just feel the stickiness of it come off, you know what I mean? So I just take it off. Now I'm using some mascara. Is that the end of my look? Oh wait, no. Highlighter. Do you hear the wind? It's really windy today. Okay, whatever, I'll put on mascara first and then I'll put on the highlighter. Not that big of a deal. I feel like as I've put on makeup more and more, you get less, like you get desensitized to if it looks good or not. When I was a kid, I could always tell when a bitch had clumpy mascara. And now when I'm putting it on, I'm like, are there clumps? Would little me like think there's clumps? And I can't tell anymore because I put it on so much, you know? All right, mascara, and now we put on highlighter. I highly recommend the Anastasia Glow Kit Beverly Hills, just because I've had it for like almost 2 years now, and it's just like fully intact. So I just recommend it because like you get quality and you get quantity, you know? And we love a 2-for-1 deal. So again, just douse it, tap, 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 tap. I like to put a lot on my nose to make it look really cute and like teeny and shit. Be careful with how long you make this though, because if you make it too long, you could make your nose look a bit longer, which is fine, but like just if it's not what you're going for, don't do it. Just put some right above the blush. If you're doing the trick I do with taking makeup remover and taking it off, like out of your eyebrows and lips, do it like the very last step, because you might get some highlighter in there and you might get some powder in there. So just make sure it's actually like the last step. I'll put a little bit here. I normally don't, but today's a fun day. Yeah, so that's my basic makeup routine. Oh wait, and who can forget? Who can forget? And then just remove the gloss. Oh! Makeup's done. Nice everyday look. Cute. I'll show you guys what it looks like in better lighting, alright? Alright guys, so this is what it looks like up close. I'm really sorry because I forgot to show you one last thing that I do. I usually put on a little bit of the blush, the one that I used here, obviously. I put it like a little bit above my crease just to give it like a little bit more depth. And sometimes if the outfit I'm wearing has more like yellow and orangey tones, I'll just put it with the bronzer I used instead. Also, do you love my hair? I just showered today, so it's like extra curly. Do you guys want to know my curly routine? I've had a couple of people ask me. If you want to know, I can share it. But yeah, so this concludes my everyday makeup look. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was so much fun to make. I honestly don't want to go back to reality. Like, this was so much fun. I'd love to do like another little makeup thing, like doing like a cut crease thing or something. But anyway, thank you for stopping by.